Stop scrolling, my child. You have punished yourself long enough. I know the mystic you keep replaying in your mind. I know the words you wish you never said. I know the decision you wish you could undo. I know the moment you keep returning to, wondering, what if I had done things differently? But listen to me, beloved, shame is not your home. Regret is not your identity. Your failure is not your final name. You have been carrying a sentence that I never gave you. You have been living under a weight that heaven did not place on your shoulders. You asked me for forgiveness, but you have not allowed yourself to receive it. My child, I did not call you to survive your past forever. I called you to be healed, restored, and made new. You saw what happened. I saw the pressure you were under. I saw the fear behind your choice. I saw the confusion, the loneliness, the wound, the desperation, and the exhaustion that nobody else understood. This does not mean every choice was right, but it means you are still of it while you're learning. Do not confuse conviction with condemnation. Conviction draws you back to me. Condemnation tells you to hide it from me. Conviction says, come closer, my child. Condemnation says, you are too dirty to be loved. And I am telling you now, the voice of condemnation is not mine. When I correct you, I do not crush you. When I discipline you, I do not destroy you. When I reveal what needs to change, I do it because I love you too much to leave you trapped. Beloved, you have apologized to people. You have cried in secret. You have prayed with a trembling heart. You have promised yourself that you would do better. But still, when the room gets quiet, you punish yourself again. You replay the same sin. You hear the same words. You feel the same guilt rise in your chest. And you wonder if you will ever be free. Yes, my child, you can be free. But freedom begins when you stop agreeing with the lie that you are buying redemption. You are not buying me mercy. You are not too late for my grace. You are not too broken for my hands. I did not look at you and see only what you did wrong. I look at you and see the child formed, the soul I love, the future I am still preparing. Your past may explain some of your wounds, but it does not get to define your worth. Here are things you did because you did not know better. Here are things you tolerated because you were afraid to be alone. Here are things you chose because pain had taught you to survive, not to trust. But now, my child, you are waking up. You are beginning to see what hurt you. You are beginning to understand what shaped you. You are beginning to recognize patterns that once controlled you. That is not failure. That is growth. Do not hate the version of yourself who only knew how to survive. That version carried you here. That version kept breathing when life felt unbearable. That version made it through nights you thought would break you completely. Now it is time to thank the version, release the version, and let me heal the version. You are not who you were when you were wounded. You are not who you were when you were desperate. You are not who you were when you made the mistake. You are becoming. You are learning. You are being restored. And I need you to stop speaking to yourself like you are my enemy. You are my child. When you call yourself worthless, you are insulting what I created. When you say you are hopeless, you are thwarting the power of my grace. When you say you can never change, you are agreeing with fear instead of faith. Speak life over yourself again. Say, I am forgiven. Say, I am healing. Say, I am not my worst moment. Say, God is not finished with me. And if the words feel hard to believe, whisper them anyway. Sometimes faith begins as a whisper before it becomes a sound. My child, forgiveness does not mean pretending nothing happened. It does not mean ignoring responsibility. It does not mean denying the pain. Forgiveness means you stop letting the past hold the key to your prison. It means you bring the broken pieces to me and say, Lord, I cannot fix this alone. And I will answer, you were never meant to fix it alone. I am not asking you to forget everything today. I am asking you to take one step toward freedom. One breath without self-hatred. One prayer without hiding. One moment where you choose mercy over punishment. That is how healing begins. Not always loudly, not always quickly, but faithfully. Beloved, the enemy wants you trapped in yesterday because he fears what will happen when you rise tomorrow. He knows that a healed version of you will be dangerous to darkness. He knows that once you stop hiding, you will begin helping others come out of hiding too. He knows that your testimony will become a doorway of hope for someone who thought they were alone. That is why the shame has been so loud. But my voice is louder. My mercy is deeper. My love is stronger. And my grace is still reaching for you. Do not run from me because of what you did. Run to me because of who I am. I am not standing with folded arms, waiting to condemn you. I am standing with open arms, ready to restore you. Come home, mi child. Come back to peace. Come back to prayer. Come back to the truth that you are still loved. You have carried guilt like a chain around your soul. But today I am placing the key in your hands. Use that. Release yourself. Let my forgiveness be stronger than your regret. Let me voice be louder than your shame. Let me love become the place where your hurt learns the rest again. And my child, if this mistake is touching the one you have been hiding, do not scroll away from this moment. Type Amen as a small act of faith, not for profanity, not for people, but as a quick declaration that you are ready to stop hating yourself and start receiving grace. You may not feel completely free yet, but heaven sees your first step, and I promise you, beloved, I can work with one step. My child, one step toward me is never small in heaven. When you turn your heart back toward hope, angels note it. When you choose prayer instead of panic, heaven leans close. When you decide not to quit on yourself, even while your hands are trembling, I called it courage. You thought courage meant feeling fearless. But beloved, courage often looks like crying and still choosing to breathe. Courage looks like waking up after a night of regret and saying, Lord, help me try again. I am not asking you to become perfect overnight. I am asking you to let me walk with you while you become whole. There is a difference between being unfinished and being unworthy. You are unfinished, my child. You are still growing. You are still learning. You are still being shaped by my hands. But you are not unworthy. You were never unworthy. Do not let one chapter convince you that the whole book is rhymed. I am the author of your life, and I still know how to write beauty after brokenness. You keep thinking, but God, I should have known better. And I said to you, now you don't know better. So let wisdom rise where shame used it alive. Let the lesson remain, but release the sentence. Let the wisdom stay, but let the wound be healed. Let the memory teach you, but do not let it torture you. My child, I never waste pain that is surrendered to me. Bring me the guilt. Bring me the regret. Bring me the version of you that still feels ashamed. Bring me the place in your heart where you are afraid to be seen. You do not have to clean yourself before coming to me. Come to me, and I will cleanse what shame could never heal. Some of you are listening right now with a heavy heart because there is something you have never told in it. You have hidden it behind a smile. You have buried it under work, noise, busyness, helping others, and pretending that you are fine. But at night, when everything becomes quiet, the memory comes back, and you wonder if I still want you. Beloved, look at the cross. I did not come for people who had everything together. I came for the broken, the weary, the ashamed, the wounded, the lost, and the ones who thought they had gone too far. I came for you. Your shame says, "He." My love says, "Come closer." Your regret says, "You are finished." My grace says, "You are being restored." Your fear says, "God is disappointed in you." My heart says, "I am still reaching for you." Yo, you understand, my child. I am not waiting for a perfect version of you to love. I love you here. I love you now. I love you in the middle of the process. And because I love you, I will not leave you the same. I will help you change without hating yourself. I will help you grow without condemning yourself. I will help you become wiser without staying chained to who you used to be. Here are people who change because they were loved back to life. Let yourself be one of them. Stop using cruelty as a tool for transformation. You cannot shame yourself into healing. You cannot hate yourself into holiness. You cannot punish yourself into peace. Come under my mercy and let me goodness change you from the inside. My child, I know you are afraid that forgiving yourself means you are excusing what happened. But true forgiveness does not erase responsibility. It gives responsibility a holy place to grow. When you forgive yourself, you are not saying, "It did not matter." You are saying, "It mattered, and I am choosing to heal so I do not keep leading on my future." You are saying, "I will learn from this, but I will not worship this pain." You are saying, "I will take responsibility, but I will not lie forever under condemnation." This is maturity, beloved. This is healing. This is the beginning of freedom. I know there are people who still remember the old you. They may bring up what you did. They may speak your past like it is a permanent address. They may refuse to believe that you can grow. But my child, do not let people who only knew your wound become the purpose of your future. They saw a chapter. I see the calling. They saw the fall. I see the rising. They saw the mistake. I see the mercy that is making you new. New. You do not need to argue with everyone who misunderstands your process. Let your healing speak. Let your peace speak. Let your growth speak. Let your obedience speak. There will come a day when the same people who taught you were finished will see that my hand was on you the whole time. But even if they never see it, I see it. And me seeing is a no. Beloved, you are allowed to outgrow your old story. You are allowed to become someone your past does not recognize. You are allowed to walk in peace, even if some people still expect you to walk in shame. You are allowed to receive joy again. You are allowed to laugh again. You are allowed to dream again. You are allowed to believe that good things can still happen for you. Your punishment season is over. Now begins the season of restoration. But restoration will require you to stop digging up what I am trying to heal. Every day, you must choose not to return to the prison of yesterday. Every day, you must choose to say, God's mercy is new for me today. Every day, you must choose to let truth be louder than the memory. And when the memory comes back, you're not panic. Do not think you have failed. Simply bring it to me again. Say, Lord, this still hurts. Help me heal it too. I am gentle to place that still hurts. I do not mock your triggers. I do not shame your tears. I do not rush your healing. I walk with you through it. And little by little, what used to break you will begin to lose its power. One day, you will remember without collapsing. One day, you will speak a bit without shame. One day, you will use what healed you to help someone else breathe again. That is what I do, my child. I turn wounds into wisdom. I turn shame into testimony. I turn ashes into beauty. I turn broken places into altars of grace. So do not despise the place where you are being healed. This question matters. His private prayers matter. His small decisions matter. The choice not to send that angry message matters. The choice not to return to the pattern that hurt you matters. The choice to apologize with humility matters. The choice to rest instead of spiraling matters. The choice to pray when shame says, hide matters. Heaven sees all of it. I see all of it. And I am proud of every step you take toward the light. The light. My child, breathe deeply for a moment. You have been carrying too much. You have been trying to heal while blaming yourself for being wanted. But today, I am lifting the weight of self-condemnation from your shoulders. You do not have to earn my love by suffering more. You do not have to prove your sorrow by refusing peace. You do not have to stay broken to show that you are sorry. Let me heal you. Let me hold you. Let me teach you how to live again without fear leading every step. This is not the end of you. This is the mercy moment. This is that turning point. This is where you stop agreeing with shame and start agreeing with heaven. Say it softly, beloved. I am not beyond grace. I am not beyond healing. I am not beyond restoration. I am still loved by God. And when your heart struggles to believe it, let me void carry the truth until yours becomes strong again. I am with you in the rebutting. I am with you in the learning. I am with you in the quit tears. I am with you in the bright beginning again. And no mistake has enough power to separate you from the love that I've placed over your life. My child, I know there are moments when you look in the mirror and you do not recognize the person staring back at you. You see tired eyes. You see a heart that has been through too much. Too much. You see the weight of decisions, disappointments, and wounds that chained away your smile. But I see deeper than the mirror. I see the child who kept going when nobody understood the battle. You see the soul that still wants to do right, even after doing wrong. I see the heart that still longs for peace, still reaches for prayer, still hopes that grace is real. And beloved, grace is real. It is not a word for perfect people. It is my hand reaching into the place where shame said you would die and lifting you back into life. You have spent so long trying to prove that you're sorry. You thought if you suffered enough, maybe you would finally deserve forgiveness. But my child, forgiveness is not something you purchase with pain. It is something you receive by faith. You cannot pay for what my love already paid for. You cannot award my mercy freely gives. You cannot punish yourself into being clean. Only my grace can wash the place guilt has touched. So today, let the striving stop. Let the secret trial inside your mind come to an end. Let the gavel of shameful silence. I am not asking you to ignore what happened. I am asking you to stop making your worst moment your master. You belong to me, not to your regret. You belong to me, not to your own mistake. You belong to me, not to the voice that keeps saying you will never be different. Beloved, I know the enemy knows how to use memory like a weapon. He waits until you are tired. He waits until you are alone. He waits until you have a quiet moment. Then he whispers the old accusation again. Remember what you did. Remember who you hurt. Remember how far you fell. Remember why you not deserve peace. But my child, when accusation says, remember, I want you to answer with truth. Remember my mercy. Remember my patience. Remember my cross. Remember the times I carried you when you could not carry yourself. Remember that I did not leave you in the pit. Remember that you are still here because my hand has been on you. Your memory must not only be a place of pain. Let it become a place of evidence. Evidence that you survived. Evidence that I sustain you. Evidence that what was meant to destroy you did not have the final word. My child, your tears have been prayers when your mouth had no word. Your trembling hands have still reached for me. Your broken heart has still bitten with a desire to come home. So you think I would reject a hurt that is trying to return? No, beloved. I run toward the returning child. Embrace the repentant heart. I restore the one who thought restoration was impossible. There is no distance so far that my love cannot reach. There is no night so dark that my light cannot enter. There is no failure so final that my grace cannot begin again. So lift your head, my child, not with pride, not with denial, but with holy humility, the kind that says, I fell, but God lifted me, the kind that says, I was wrong, but God corrected me, the kind that says, I was broken, but God is healing me, the kind that says, I am not better than anyone, but I am loved by the one who saves. This is where freedom begins to settle in your bones. When you no longer have to pretend, when you no longer have to hide, when you no longer have to carry a false image of perfection just to feel worthy of love. My child, I never asked you to be fake with me. Bring me the honest version, the tired version, the confused version, the version that still cries sometimes, the version that believes one moment and doubts the next, the version that wants to heal but does not always know how. That is the version I went to hold. That is the version I went to heal. That is the version I will not abandon. You have thought that your weakness disqualifies you. But I often begin my deepest work in the very place where you finally admit, Lord, I need you. There is strength in surrender. There is healing in honesty. There is freedom in bringing the hidden thing into my light. The hidden wound grows in darkness. But when you bring it to me, it begins to lose its poison. Do not be afraid of my light. My light's not expose you to humiliating you. My light reveals so it can heal. My light touches what shame has covered. My light speaks truth where lies have been living. And one by one, the chains begin to break. You may not feel free all at once, but none despise gradual freedom. Some chains fall lightly, some chains loosen quickly. Some healing feels like a miracle in a moment. Some healing feels like choosing truth, again and again until the no longer feels like home. Both are holy, both are real, both are mind. So when tomorrow comes and you wake up still feeling some of the weight, do not say, I fell. Say, God is still working. When the old thought returns, do not say, I am back where I started. Say, I have another opportunity to choose truth. When your heart feels tender, do not call yourself weak. Say, this is a place God is healing gently. Beloved, speak to your soul with compassion. You have spoken harshly to yourself for too long. You have called yourself names that never called you. You have repeated accusations that heaven never agreed with. But today, let a new sound rise from within you. A sound of mercy, a sound of hope, a sound of faith. Say to your soul, you are healing. Say to your heart, you are safe with God. Say to your mind, you do not have to replay this forever. Say to your past, you thought me, but you did not own me. Say to your future, I am coming with grace. My child, I am teaching you to the life again. Not just to exist, not just to get through the day, not just to survive this mind that hides sorrow. I am teaching you to live with peace in your chest again, to wake up without dread ruling your thoughts, to love without feeling guilty for having joy, to receive love without expecting abandonment, to walk forward without dragging the chains of yesterday behind you. This is my desire for you. Not that you pretend the past never happened, but that you become so rooted in me love that the past no longer controls your breath. You are allowed to be happy again, my child. You are allowed to receive peace again. You are allowed to walk into a new season without asking shame for permission. You are allowed to stop introducing yourself by what hurt you. You are allowed to stop shrinking because of what happened. I am making room for a healed version of you, a wiser version, a softer version, a stronger version, a version that no longer confuses self-punishment with repentance, a version that can say, I was wrong, without also saying, I am worthless, a version that can make amends where possible and still trust me with what cannot be changed, to be trying, a version that can learn without living chains to shame. This is who you are becoming, and becoming takes time, so be patient with the work I am doing in you. Do not dig up the seed because you cannot see the flower yet. Do not abandon the process because the progress feels small. Do not curse the wood days where it seems like nothing is changing. Roots grow in hidden places. Strength forms in quiet obedience. Healing settles into soul one truth at a time. And I am not in a hurry to abandon what I started. I finish what I began. I restore what is surrender. You breathe the life into what shame tried to bury. So keep coming to me. Come when you feel strong. Come when you feel weak. Come when you prayed well. Come when all you can say is, help me. Come when you feel clean. Come when you feel like you have fallen again. Do not let shame interrupt the relationship I am rebutting with you. You do not have to earn your way back into my presence. My presence is where you learn to become whole. Beloved, this is the moment to stop running from the one who can't hear you. This is the moment to stop agreeing with the voice that says you are too far gone. This is the moment to stop holding your breath, waiting for punishment, when I am offering restoration. Open your hands. Release the stone you have been holding against yourself. Release the verdict of unworthy. Release the lie that your story can no longer be bountiful. I am still writing. I am still healing. I am still calling your name. And when I call your name, I do not call you by your shame. I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you mine. So breathe again, my child. Let this truth enter the place that have been guarded for too long. You are not your worst decision. You are not the least shame told you. You are not disqualified from love. You are not too damaged for peace. You are not too late for a new beginning. And if this message is reaching the part of you that has been begging for permission to heal, receive this as a sign of mercy. You may lay it down now. You may lay down the guilt. You may lay down the old sentence. You may lay down the endless replay. You may lay down the fear that I only tolerate you. I do not merely tolerate you, my child. I love you. I love you with patience. I love you with truth. I love you with mercy that reaches lower than your lowest moment. And I am teaching you to love yourself through my eyes, not with pride, not with arrogance, but with reverence for the life I still hold in my hands. My child, your life is still secret. Your fear is still hell. Your healing is still possible. Your story is still in my hands. And the chapter called Shame is not the chapter where I close the book. Stay with me. Walk with me. Let me teach you the rhythm of grace. Step, breathe, pray, release, begin again. And when you stumble, do not build a house there. Get up with me. Take my hand again. Let mercy have the final word again. Because, beloved, you are not walking out of shame by your own strength. You are being led out by my love. And my love does not fail. My child, my love does not fail when your feelings change. My love does not disappear when your fight feels small. My love does not walk away when you're still learning how to stand. You have measured my love by your own performance for too long. When you did well, you thought I was close. When you failed, you thought I moved away. When you felt strong, you believed I was pleased. When you felt weak, you believed I was disappointed. But beloved, I am not like people who love you only when you are easy to love. I am not like voice that praise you in public and abandon you in private. I am not like those who stay only while you are useful, successful, smiling, and convenient. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. And me, Charles, when you were lost in shame, I came looking for you. I did not wait for you to become strong enough to find your own way home. I came into the darkness with light in me hands. I came into the silence with your name on me lips. I came into the place where you thought nobody would ever understand, and I said, I am here. So stop believing the lie that you have to crawl back to me like a stranger. You are not a stranger. You are my child. And a child does not stop being a child because they stumble. Come closer. Let me hold what you are tired of hiding. Let me touch the wound you have been protecting from everyone, including yourself. Let me speak over the place where shame has been shouting for years. You are forgiven. You are loved. You are not finished. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. There is still breath in your lungs because there is still purpose in your life. There is still tenderness in your hair because I have not allowed pain to make you stone. There is still hope flickering inside you because my spirit has been guarding the flame. You thought the flame had almost gone out, but I saw it. I protected it. I breathed on it. And now, slowly, gently, faithfully, it will burn again. My child, this is not the season to destroy yourself with old memories. This is the season to let me rebuild you with truth. Truth that says you can repent without living in regret forever. Truth that says you can take responsibility without wearing shame as a permanent garment. Truth that says you can become better without hating who you were. Truth that says me mercy is not fragile. Truth that says your healing is not too late. Here are things you cannot go back and change. You know the pain. I know the HE of washing time would open a door and let you choose again. But my child, because you cannot go back does not mean you cannot grow forward. Because you cannot rewrite yesterday does not mean I cannot redeem tomorrow. Because one thing ended painfully does not mean everything beautiful has ended with it. I am the God of resurrection. I bring life where people only see loss. I bring life where shame built a grave. A grave. I bring new beginnings where regret said, there is nothing left. So do not call dead what I am still able to raise. Do not call impossible what I have placed under my authority. Do not call yourself ruined when my hands are still restoring you. I know the old version of you made choice from fear, but the healed version of you will learn to choose from peace. I know the wanted version of you stayed where you should have walked away, but the wiser version of you will learn to honor the boundaries I place in your spirit. I know the lonely version of you accepted less than love, but the restored version of you will no longer beg to be chosen by what cannot cherish you. This is why I need you to forgive yourself. Not so you can forget wisdom, not so you can deny responsibility, not so you can pretend the wow never mattered, but so you can stop living chained at the other place where I am no longer asking you to stay. My child, you cannot walk into the promised land while worshipping the wilderness. You cannot fully receive the new while gripping the old sentence with both hands. You cannot hear my invitation clearly while shame is screaming over my voice. So today, I am asking you to choose. Choose my mercy over your self-punishment. Choose my truth over the enemy's accusation. Choose my hand over the chains of yesterday. Choose to believe that the one who created you still knows how to restore you. And when you do not feel strong enough to choose, whisper, Jesus, choose for me. Let me. I hear the prayer. I honor that surrender. I come close to the humble heart. My child, you are not healing alone. Every time you resist the old lie, I am with you. Every time you choose not to return to self-hatred, I am with you. Every time you breathe a throw, the memory instead of owing to it, I am with you. Every time you say, Lord, help me, I am already near. Do not underestimate the power of small holy choice. A small prayer can open a locked place in your heart. A small act of honesty can break a long season of hiding. A small step away from shame can become the beginning of a new road. A small whisper of faith can shake the darkness that tried to silence you. Heaven does not despise small beginning. I do not despise your trembling yes. I do not despise your tearful prayer. I do not despise your slow healing. I am not measuring you by speed. I am walking with you in faithfulness. So be gentle with yourself. Beloved, speak to yourself like someone heaven still loves. Treat your healing like something sacred, not something shameful. Give your soul room to breathe. Give your heart permission to learn. Give your future permission to be different from your past. You do not have to carry every old label into this new season. Take off the label of failure. Take off the label of rejected. Take off the label of unworthy. Take off the label of too broken. Take off the label of never enough. Those labels did not come from me. Let me clothe you again with mercy, with dignity, with wisdom, with peace, with courage, with grace. My child, you are stepping into a new chapter, but you must stop reading it with the voice of the old one. The old chapter said, you failed. The new chapter says, you are learning. The old chapter said, heed. The new chapter says, come into the light. The old chapter said, it is over. The new chapter says, God is beginning again. The old chapter said, you are alone. The new chapter says, the Father is with you. Believe the new sound. Let it wash over your thoughts. Let it settle into your spirit. Let it teach your nervous heart how to rest again. You have life alert for punishment, but I am teaching you to live open to mercy. You have expected rejection, but I am teaching you to receive love. You have prepared for disappointment, but I am teaching you to hope again. You have braced yourself for the worst, but I am teaching you that my goodness can still find you. Beloved, your story is not too stained for my grace. Your hurt is not too tired for my strength. Your mind is not too loud for my peace. Your past is not too heavy for my redemption. Bring all of it. Bring the part that still cries. Bring the part that still questions. Bring the part that still feels ashamed. Bring the part that does not know how to forgive itself. Bring it to me, not as a performance, but as a surrender. Say, Lord, I give you the pain I cannot untangle. Say, Lord, I give you the guilt I cannot carry anymore. Say, Lord, I give you the past I cannot change. Say, Lord, teach me how to live free. And I will answer with mercy. He will answer with patience. I will answer with correction that heals instead of crushes. I will answer with love that does not abandon you in the process. Now listen closely, my child. Forgiving yourself is not a single sentence you say once and never struggle again. Sometimes it is a silent surrender. Sometimes it is waking up and choosing mercy again. Sometimes it is refusing to reopen the case heaven has already closed. Sometimes it is saying, I will not partner with shame today. Sometimes it is choosing to apologize where needed, repair what can be repaired, and release what only I can redeem. This is holy work, and I am with you in it. You'll not rush past this moment. Let your heart receive what your mind has architected. You are allowed to be forgiven. You are allowed to be restored. You are allowed to be loved while still becoming. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to rise, to rise. So rise, my child. Rise from the bed of regret. Rise from the prison of shame. Rise from the voice that told you your life was over. Rise from the ashes with humility in your hurt and grace over your shudders. Rise, not because you never fell. Rise because I am lifting you. Rise, not because you have everything figured out. Rise because my hand is steady. Rise, not because the past was painless. Rise because my grace is greater. And when you rise, do not rise with arrogance. Rise with worship. Rise gratitude. Rise with compassion for others who are still trapped where you once were. Rise and become a living testimony that shame does not get the final word. My child, someone else will need the healing I am giving you now. One day, you will look at someone drowning in guilt, and you will not judge them quickly. You will remember how mercy found you. You will speak gently. You will carry wisdom without cruelty. You will say, come back to God. He is kinder than shame told you. That is why your healing matters. It is not only for you. It will become light for someone else's dark room. It will become courage for someone else's trembling heart. It will become proof that grace still restores what shame tried to destroy. So do not quit in the middle of your healing. Do not walk away because the process is tender. Do not mistake slow for stagnant. Do not mistake tears for failure. Do not mistake vulnerability for weakness. You are growing. You are healing. You are becoming new. And I am proud of the way you are still reaching for me. Now, my child, place your hand over your heart for a moment if you can. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out the shame. Breathe in me mercy. Breathe out the accusation. Breathe in me peace. Breathe out the fear that you are beyond repair. You are safe with me. You are held by me. You are seen by me. You are loved by me. And now receive this prayer over your life. May the chain of self-condemnation break in the name of Jesus. May the voice of shame lose its power over your mind. May every lie that called you worthless be silenced by the truth of my love. May your heart learn to rest in mercy. May your soul remember that forgiveness is not far away. May your future no longer be ruled by your past. May you rise with wisdom, humility, courage, and peace. May you become a testimony of what grace can do with a surrendered life. And may you never again call unclean what I have washed with mercy. My child, this is your turning point. Not because every feeling changed instantly. Not because every memory disappeared. But because today you are choosing to stop agreeing with shame. Today you are choosing to believe that my mercy is enough. Today you are choosing to forgive yourself one step at a time. And he even sees your choice. I see your choice. I receive your trembling faith. And I will walk with you from this moment forward. Beloved, you'll not leave this message the same way you came. Leave a little lighter. Leave with your head lifted. Leave with your heart open to grace. Leave knowing that God has not given up on you. And if this word touch your heart, type Amen as a declaration of faith. Shed is with one who keeps punishing themselves in silence. Someone needs to know the forgiveness is still available. Someone needs to know the shame is not their home. Someone needs to know that the is still calling their name with love. And as you go, remember this. You are not your worst mistake. You are not the pain you carry. You are not the shame that drive to name you. You are my child. You are beloved. You are forgiven. You are rising again. And I, your Father, am with you every step of the way.